Hi, this is Toast. Before we get started, I just wanted to let everybody know on episode 21 and 22 we had slight technical problems on one of our tracks. So just bear with us a bit. Maybe it was ghosts. Alright, enjoy the episode. Thank you. Bye. I love you. Previously on Dandies in Danger.
10 bells sound. So you all are going to Adrian's office to meet with him.
There could be someone on the ship who is possessed and is watching us and waiting to see if we can figure out how to get out.
Oh, don't be all Catholic about it.
Excuse me?
You lot worry about the devil, don't you?
I think we should all be worrying about the devil, Adrian. Because apparently he's very, very real.
And it's by that time Zachary has made his way up.
Daniel, I said I'd meet you down later. This just discovered Daniel doesn't like it when you interrupt his process. Alan, can I show you something?
Is Zach there?
Zach is not there.
Where's Zach?
That's a really good question.
Who is this?
This is Alan. Could I see the book?
Wait just a damn minute. Where is Zachary?
Daniel, why don't you care?
People have been disappearing, Alan.
Take 2, a man is stolen from the mainsail. Wait, why are these repeating?
Deja vu.
What was that? What did you just show me? And when you do convince him, there is the sense that something in the atmosphere has given way for a second before going back up.
He's gonna go down to the lower gun deck.
Zachary is down there.
Oh, thank Christ. Zachary, you gave us a right scare.
I thought I felt something. Whatever I felt, it's not here anymore. We might want to get back.
You go first and I'll go a little after.
Something rolls itself out from underneath the hay, and it is circular for a moment before it sprouts a head, 4 little rat legs, and a long worm tail, and it looks around and it sees Liam, and it gives this terrible little hiss before it darts right at Liam's feet. Hi, my name is Haley. My pronouns are she, her, and I play the voice of Zachary Wilkos.
Hi, I'm Cass. My pronouns are she, her, and I voice Liam Bardsley.
Hi, I'm Chess, pronouns he, she, they, and I voice Daniel Pritchard.
Hi, I'm Toast. My pronouns are she, her, and I play the voice of Adrian Edwards.
Liam, something has rolled out of the animal coop and then formed into a rat, spotted you, and is running and racing directly at you. What action are you taking?
I'm gonna kick it.
Oh,
You would kick it?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to roll a d20 for that.
Alright.
That's gonna be your aim.
Yep. For the record, me, Cassidy, would not kick it, but Liam is like, oh god.
Why wouldn't you? It's a D. It's not cool.
Am I adding anything to this?
Yeah, you can add dexterity if you want.
Cool. I got a 6.
We have dexterity?
Liam has dexterity.
How come I'm not dexterous?
Because you're a Marine.
Because you're so good at charming the other Marines, do you really need dexterity? So you get a 6. It hisses as it just runs past you. So you missed it completely, and it runs past your feet, and it goes to the stairs, and it just flings its body back down the stairs.
Yeah.
Is Zachary still on this deck, or has he already left?
So Zachary had already gone up,
That's right.
because you guys went to the lower gun deck.
Don't you go follow.
Liam's gonna follow it.
No, you stupid.
He wants to see where it goes.
Yeah, Liam, you absolutely can immediately run after it.
Yeah.
So you go down, and you are in the orlop, where the cords have been put away for the night. I want you to make a perception check.
Alright. Oh, nice. I got a 19.
You can't really see anything, none of the lanterns are lit. You do hear scraping and scratching, and you know that this thing has gone further down. So it didn't even stop at the orlop, it continued to skitter and fling its gross little body down the stairs.
Liam's gonna follow it.
The hold is also pitch black. Do you still want to go down there?
Is there a lamp nearby that I can grab on my way down?
Yeah, they're hanging up along the side of the ship.
Alright, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna keep going as fast as I can so I don't lose this little creature.
Okay, you're going down in, and it is pitch black except for the lantern that you have lit. You can hear scratching, and you can hear shuffling, and you can hear a whole lot of noises to indicate that there are maybe 100 rats or more down here.
Ew.
There is a lot of movement in a darkness that you cannot see through.
Can I lean my lantern out to see if there's, was there anything distinguishing about this other rat aside from the fact that it didn't start off as a rat? Or was it the same color as all the other rats?
It was the same color as all the other rats.
Well, shit.
You say that, and you hear these little chatters of...
Oh, okay. Look what you've done. You've taught them to curse.
Liam's gonna not say anything for a second.
It all goes very quiet, as if they've all just stopped. And all you can hear is the creaking of the ship and the waves outside.
It's a doolally day.
Oh my god.
Do the rats say it back to me?
No, where are you right now? Are you in the hold?
He's in the hold.
Yeah, I'm, close to the ladder, trying to see, the stairs, trying to see if I can reach the light out to see any of these rats.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and roll a d20?
Oh boy!
Told you not to go. You say that dumb shit and these rats eat you.
Those are gonna be Liam's last words, because he wanted to know if the rats would say it back. I got a 7.
Fuck.
You are struck in the back of the head.
Oh, no! Oh.
Somebody's down there.
You fall to the ground and your lantern falls to the ground too. Fire starts eating up at the bottom of the ship, but is quickly quelled by a numerous amount of rat bodies flinging themselves onto the flames. You're sort of gaining your bearings as you watch these things react to fire very strangely. They're bubbling and mutating and stretching, and they're becoming a mass. They are becoming one, and it's disgustingly unpleasant to watch.
Oh.
And someone seizes your shoulder and rolls you over, and you can't see who it is, but you hear, "Should have stayed in your hammock." And you receive a knock to the face that just is lights out.
Shit.
Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna say that that's it for that night. We're gonna wake up to a whole lot of murmuring, and I'm just going to have Daniel coming downstairs for breakfast, and Zachary is looking pretty shaken and looking around. There's a whole lot of talk in the middle deck right now, the middle gun deck, where breakfast is happening. Zachary looks over to Daniel and runs over to him and goes, "Daniel?
Zach! And he straightens himself up, though. And he's like, glad to see you all right.
Have you seen Liam?
What?
Have you seen Liam?"
Last I checked, he went searching for you.
"Well, he found me, but... God, oh God, I get the most terrible feeling. Someone's been put in the brig.
What?
I think it was Liam. He's not here.
Shall we check?
We can't go down there, or at least I can't. I have to go up and start working."
I might be able to. I'll go check.
He nods. He's very frightened.
And he kind of pats Zachary on the shoulder, glad to see you're all right. And then he goes past him and he goes to the brig.
He heads down to the lower gun deck where the brig is located.
So that's one level down amongst the animals and everything.
Not just amongst the animals, but amongst two lieutenants, with Liam already behind the locked doors of the brig.
Oh, yeah.
Stealing.
Who are they talking to?
The lieutenant is talking to Liam, who is behind the bars. This is the second lieutenant and the first lieutenant. Daniel, you know the first lieutenant's name is Jonathan Richmond White. He is a very stern-looking man with salt and pepper hair that's short and brushed back, and he is glaring daggers at Liam currently, and he says, "Not a very wise thing to do," he says, looking at Liam. "What was wrong? Portion's not good enough for you, sailor?"
I wasn't stealing, sir.
Well, until you can admit your crimes, I'm afraid we're going to have to administer a punishment.
Sir, with respect, sir, I could explain this all, but I'd like to speak with Third Lieutenant.
Who's the third lieutenant?
Matthew Pettiford.
What a disgusting display of mockery. He looks down at him. "You are aware of Matthew Pettiford's tragic accident on this voyage.
What?
Have you gone mad?"
What happened to him?
"Oh, the disgusting," says the second lieutenant, looking away.
No, what happened to him, sir? With respect, sir.
They don't answer, and they look to each other, frankly, appalled.
Can Daniel interrupt?
Daniel is allowed to interrupt whenever Daniel wants.
Okay. He comes in and he says, "Liam, oh God, there you are."
They look at him, and they said, second lieutenant says, "What are you doing away from your post?"
We're having breakfast at the moment.
Has this whole ship gone mad?
Breakfast.
If you are not having breakfast, you should be on the quarterdeck.
Pause a moment. I,
Excuse me?
wanted to check on someone. This man. Last night during the game.
You know something about last night.
Yes, he had a bit too much of my grog. We were, well, playing cards.
Drunken and disorderly.
No.
I see. And you managed to find yourself somehow down in the hold. He goes and he looks and says, stealing another man's grog is also an offense.
No, it was given by me. It's my fault.
Well, if it's your fault, then I suppose you'll be joining him for a lashing as well.
He's lying, sir. He's lying, sir. It was my fault.
The first lieutenant looks at him and snaps and points. That is enough, out of both of you. There are other officers there, and another officer moves forward. Daniel knows this officer to be Thomas, and Christian is the other one. The first lieutenant points to Daniel and says, put him in the brig as well. And they open the door, and they do take Daniel by the arm, and one looks at him and goes, just keep your mouth shut, just keep your mouth shut. And he says and puts him in there.
Daniel's confused by that. Like, do they know something?
We don't know what it is you're conspiring, but we will figure it out.
There's no conspiring.
A Marine comes down here to vouch for a ship hand he barely has had any contact with, and there is no conspiracy.
We went to school together.
This man didn't go to school. Look at him. He says, throwing a hand at Liam.
Have you heard the way he speaks? He was on scholarship.
You're not convincing them, like, at all, and they just sort of look at you like you're both crazy. The second lieutenant turns to the officer and says, check the food. Might be something going on here.
Check the whole damn ship.
You watch your mouth. You'll be getting your punishment at noon. 50 lashes.
50?
And you? 10. Such insubordination from a Marine. They turn and they walk away, and then the second lieutenant says, about that surgeon, they say as they continue going up.
Oh. Damnation. Daniel, thank you for trying to step in, Daniel.
Well, it didn't do anything, did it? I fucked up.
No. Daniel, don't. Listen, we just have to buy ourselves some time. When was the storm during the last cycle?
I think I remember 3 bells going off, and then the storm was shortly after.
That's no good. 3 hours of time.
Well, maybe the pain will go away. And if it doesn't, well, I might be okay, but you won't. 50 seems like a lot. That's a lot.
Did he say 50? I didn't quite hear if he said 50 or 15. Was it 50 or 15?
I think it was 50.
Oh dear. Well, it'll all be fine. Whatever the case, it'll be fine afterwards. It'll all just be like a horrible dream, and then I'll wake up from it, and then it'll be fine again. That's how it always happens.
Well, what if the lashes stay with you in the next cycle, and then you get even more lashes because you're having difficulty doing a good job? Oh, I fucked up. Oh, this is shit. Wait, how did you fuck up? How did you end up in here in the first place? Why are you in here?
So last night, Zachary and I went to go find Zachary, and he was down on this deck, and there was something over by the animals which had him spooked. He was acting very strangely. Have you ever seen him sort of get a hazy look about his eyes, like he's halfway here and halfway somewhere else?
Not yet, but that's not a good sign.
I didn't think so I thought we should look around, and he said that he sensed something, and sure enough, well, I found it, but it was after Zach had already gone back to his bunk. It was some creature. It wasn't a rat, but eventually it was a rat. It came out from under a chicken, and I thought it was an egg, but it really wasn't a manky egg at all. It was a really horrible rat creature, and it ran down into the hold. Yes, it ran down into the hold, so I followed it, and the rats were repeating after me. At least I think they were. I tried to test it, and before I could really test it, someone just clocked me in the back of the head, and I couldn't see who it was, but someone set me up. Someone knows, and I think, Christ, and this is what we've been trying to tell you, Daniel. There could be a demon observing us. A demon that's watching us to wait to see if we mess up, and I think I've messed up.
What do you mean? Like an omniscient presence?
No, someone who's possessing one of the shipmates. Someone that knows...
Possession?
Yes. The demon is keeping an eye on us, and it knows how the rhythms go every session. It knows how things are supposed to be, and so it's waiting to see when one of us slips up.
Does it know we're here?
I think it knows I'm here. And now that you're here in the brig with me, it might know that you're here. So that, well, Zachary and Adrian are going to have to be very careful.
And they know about the...
That's what we were trying to tell you last night. What if it's this Alan fellow? What if it's him?
No, because I convinced him. He remembers now.
Are you sure he wasn't acting? Because the demon remembers as well. Someone who remembers exactly what's going to happen every time through.
But he didn't remember, and then he did. I saw. He'd have to be a damn good actor to pull that off.
Well, it is a demon.
I don't think it's Alan.
I'm gonna put a pause on that, and we're going to drift silently back upwards to the doctor's office, to Adrian's room.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has already delivered you breakfast, Adrian.
He's not eating it.
Your patient is now quiet, but they are still conscious, and they still, if you go over to them, they still look at you and respond as best as they can. So they're still, maybe not lucid is the right word, but they are still present.
Okay.
He gets a knock on his door.
Okay, well, he goes and answers the door.
Dr. Edwards, it's the second lieutenant.
Yes, good morning.
How was the patient?
Better? What?
Better. Has he his hearing back?
Do you give a damn about this man's, actual life?
He is greatly trying to compose himself. He has 2 officers with him. And these officers are, looking at Adrian just like, why are you saying this? And he says, I do, as a matter of fact. Not only are we on a rescue mission, I also want to make sure that my entire crew gets home safely.
Well, I've done my best, and he's alive.
So he is. Simply checking on his condition. Not quite sure what all the anger is about.
Well, you know why, I think, because you came in here last night and you were mean to me.
He blinks rapidly at such a frank explanation. I was what, sir?
You were a bit short with me when I was just saying what happened. I'm the doctor, I gave you the report, and you got angry about it.
Right. Bring him, please.
Oh, sure. Who's going to look after this man? You can't put me in the brig.
His vitals
you
are stable.
Are
You said so yourself.
And you're
They're dragging him away as he's like,
This
You're
is
a
the
terrible
demon.
prick.
This man
You're a
is the
terrible
demon.
prick.
He is the demon.
he is getting dragged down.
You're a prick and I hate you. I thought you were nice, but you're awful.
They bring him down to the brig too.
Oh, good. Now we're all here.
Oh, hello. What the hell are you doing down here?
Adrian. What's happened?
I don't know. They're power mad.
You could hear him as he was being dragged down calling the second lieutenant a prick. So I'm pretty sure you could surmise. I'm gonna say you guys were able to hear that.
Okay, if we heard that, are they putting him in the same, cell? Okay, first of all, are Daniel and I in the same cell?
No, you are all in different cells.
Okay.
Liam, you're in the middle cell. Adrian, you're on the left of Liam if we were looking towards the bow. Daniel is on the right of Liam if we were staring towards the bow.
Adrian sits down and he takes a bottle that he had hidden somewhere on his person and he starts drinking.
Adrian, no.
Yep. What? What? No.
Adrian, if they catch that on you, you'll get
Does it matter?
lashes.
Does it matter? Does it matter? They threw me in the brig already.
It's going to matter for the next 5.5 hours.
Just, Adrian, put it away, please.
Once I'm done, I will.
Are you getting whippings?
Are you getting whippings?
Yes, of
Good
course.
lord. What is wrong with the Navy? I hate this. This is horrible.
They're pretty much... They're going to kill Liam. He's getting 50.
What? Good lord. Now, I'm the doctor. They should have talked to me about that beforehand. A person can't handle 50 lashes, surely.
No.
Even a big man like him.
No. That's
I'm
too
gonna
much.
look. He gets back up and he goes to the bars and he's like, "Hello, hey, one of you. Is there an officer?"
There is an officer stationed there. They're not going to look at you or talk to you.
Oh shit, did they hear all the stuff that I was saying earlier?
No, I assume Liam and Daniel had kind of gotten close to each other between their walls and were kind of talking quietly.
Okay, cool. Nice,
Well,
okay.
Adrian's just badgering them.
Thomas looks uncomfortable and he's looking at you, but you don't pose any threat, so he's not very inclined to give you any attention.
What is wrong with all of you? Why do you accept this?
Except what? Says Thomas.
Beating people.
Adrian, now is not the time to critique the Navy.
I can if I like. What's the point? What's wrong with you?
Well, why did you sign up to be here? Says Thomas.
I didn't. I did not. I was thrust into this position.
Adrian.
What?
Daniel kind of puts a finger over
You
his
already
mouth.
thought it was a good idea to tell someone, Daniel.
What?
Tell someone what? Says Thomas.
He's off his rocker.
We are not supposed to be here.
Adrian.
What? What? What does it matter?
We were press ganged.
Yes.
Adrian just stares at them like, you guys are stupid.
You are what?
Oh, Shanghai. Is that how they do it? They drug us down some tunnels and throw us on the boats, just like the pirates do,
You are mad, all three of you.
Yes.
Leave me out of this.
He looks at Daniel. Well, you were mad for mouthing off to an officer. Jesus, Daniel. He leaves his post. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't mouth off, I was merely...
You absolutely mouthed off. You're not even supposed to really even look them in the eye as far as I'm
that's
concerned.
what's wrong with the Navy.
Shout
It's
at you.
Stupid and power mad.
I do agree, but...
He's ignoring Adrian for the most part. And he's also completely ignoring Liam, who looks pretty roughed up. And he's just kind of staring at Daniel like, what is it with you? Why have you been sneaking out? You and Alan, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, tell us about that, Daniel.
Adrian, now's not the time.
Why not? We've got plenty of time.
Why are you all friends? A ship hand, an officer, and the doctor? Why do you two talk like that with each other? What the hell is going on?
Why should we be separated according to our class? Huh?
This man is just like baffled.
We're all in the brig. The brig is the great equalizer, sir. But what I said earlier was true. Daniel really didn't have anything to do with me getting in here.
Well, it was Ringer was the one that dragged you up.
What?
Yeah, was Ringer the one that told?
Adrian doesn't even know who that is.
So, Ringer reported to you that Liam was not where he should be.
Ringer dragged his unconscious body back up.
Unconscious?
Said he caught him trying to get extra food, pilfering biscuits.
Liam would never do that.
Feel for his biscuits.
Oh, good lord, Liam.
Very interesting.
Liam's a very stand-up man.
Did anyone see Liam before he was unconscious?
I did.
Ringer did.
He did?
Yes, he saw him go down. I don't know the report exactly. He said he left, and then he followed him.
Could you find the report for me, please?
It wasn't written.
Did you ask about it?
Well, I could, but what's the point?
Because Liam was set up.
Set up?
How did he become unconscious? Not a very good way to steal food, is it?
Well, Ringer said he found him there pilfering biscuits and knocked him out and brought him up.
So Ringer said he knocked him out and then brought him up.
Because he was pilfering biscuits, yes.
Liam would never.
Daniel points a fixed gaze at Liam, like, take note of that. Maybe the person we're looking for is Ringer.
Liam does, like, a minute nod.
Interesting, he says.
Will you guys please tell me what's going on?
Well, I would, but they won't let me.
Yeah.
Is he a private?
He's
Like Daniel?
a private. His demeanor is kind of dropping from, I'm someone to be listened to. Guys, will you please tell me what's going on? Daniel, I've never liked a secret, you know that.
We're
Sorry,
cursed.
what?
We're cursed.
Terribly
What?
unlucky.
We're cursed.
The ship is terribly unlucky.
There's a monster here.
Oh, wait, there's a monster? He says. Wait, is that why the hunters are here?
Probably. Except they're completely useless. Why haven't we talked to them, goddammit?
Well, you're never going to talk to him now. Not if you're in the brig.
I will tomorrow.
Well, why don't you let us out?
Yes, we can slay the monster if you let us out.
Wait. Officer, what was your name, sir?
Thomas.
Thomas, we're all of us, I'm sure, very sympathetic to the position you would be put in if you just let us out, since you're the one on duty here.
Yeah.
But something is very wrong, and you have to get a message out. You have to help us. You don't have to let us go. Nothing that could be traced back to you, but you do have to help us.
Daniel, you...
I still have the sailor's knot. Do I see anything on him?
Yeah, you do. You see Alan's face above his shoulder.
What?
Maybe you should talk to Alan.
Sorry?
Alan knows what's going on. Alan can report for you.
Alan knows what's going on.
Yes.
Yes, Daniel thought he ought to come in on our little special club without consulting us.
It's not a special club. There is something very wrong and we're trying to get to the bottom of it, but not everyone on the crew can be trusted.
Oh.
But Alan can. And you should talk to him, please. Thomas.
Huh?
The answers you're looking for are with Alan.
He nods and he sort of starts going towards the stairs and then he stops and he turns back and he goes back to his post and he goes, I'm not allowed to leave until I'm relieved.
Very good, Thomas.
That's very cute. Oh my god.
And he stands up, very proper and is quiet, and he says, right, you lot, quiet down. And then he stares forward a little too wide-eyed.
Baby Zachary's all alone. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
We're not going to Zach, because I don't want to talk to myself. So
That's fine. Poor baby, though.
We can leave that a mystery, and then we have to figure out.
Zach!
Tasty mystery.
It's a real mystery. Well, what we do know is that you guys are down there having inane conversations.
Yeah.
Or being very quiet, because you are receiving a lash.
What? Is it already happening?
Well, you're down there for some time.
It's just that Adrian has a lot to say about this whole lashing, and if it's starting, then...
It do be starting, so yes, get your vocabulary ready.
So it's 12 bells now.
It is 12 bells. You all hear 12 bells go off.
Daniel wasn't afraid until he heard the bells, and now that it's actually happening, he's very, very scared.
Officers are coming down, along with the second lieutenant.
Adrian glares at him.
They open Liam's cell.
Hey, no, wait a minute.
They
wait a
open
moment. Stop it.
Daniel's cell.
Stop it. I'm the
and
doctor.
They start dragging him
I don't
out.
advise this. This is...
And they start going up the stairs.
Going to break their bodies.
Daniel's
And-
pale and sweaty.
Stop it.
Arms are heavy, mom's spaghetti.
God damn it. Ooh, can I do something really bad? Can I do something very irresponsible?
Yeah.
Adrian's emptied his bottle, so he throws it at the people taking Liam and Daniel away. Stop it!
So is he trying to hit someone, or is he trying to hit the ground?
He's not sure. He's throwing it in their general direction.
So it's just sort of a wild fling?
Yep.
Fuck. Please roll.
So, a 20?
Yes, please.
Okay. This can only go well. If I get high, I'll hit someone in the head and get in lots of trouble, and if I miss them, I'll get in lots of trouble. I got a 7.
Oh, baby. You hit the second lieutenant. It hits him in the back. It doesn't shatter, it's pretty sturdy glass, but it hits him in the back, and he turns and he says, "Take that madman out of his cell, and he can join them. 30 lashes to the doctor."
No.
God damn, has everybody lost their mind on this shit?
I'm the doctor! I'm telling you, you can't mete out this sort of punishment on people.
Bruh.
You're mad. You're the madman, Fitzy.
All 3 of them are marched up, and there's like a grate for each man to be tied up on.
Adrian's kicking a lot.
Yeah, Adrian's going first. He's the most feisty.
Oh, good. You're all terrible bastards.
Oh my god. Okay, so if they have Adrian, then Liam is gonna start putting up a fuss. He's gonna start bucking them. He's legit like going to fight as strong as he can to resist this.
They've got you. They have
Liam's
got
strong.
you. There are guns.
That's fine. I don't mind. Like, I don't expect I'm gonna be able to land a punch on them because presumably my hands are tied up. But he's gonna try to slow them down as much as possible.
Yeah, when they took you out of your cell, they tied up your hands. For Adrian, they just sort of roughly grabbed him. And Thomas is following you guys and looking very nervous and very, very confused and kind of holding his head.
Daniel's swaying a little as he walks, and he's very pale and
Look,
sweaty.
I'm the doctor. You can't whip that man. He has a heart condition.
Gag him.
You'll
says
kill
the
him.
Second officer.
No.
And they do gag him because he won't shut up, and they tie him to the grate. He has his shirt ripped open from the back, disgracefully.
Absolute bastards.
And they push it off so that it just goes more on the sleeves and the shoulder and reveals the back. And the captain is there. And he looks absolutely bewildered at these 3 different people, one of whom is gagged and trying very hard to fight against their restraints.
Can Liam plead with the captain? Because he hasn't been gagged yet.
Yeah, I guess. Let me just really quick say that the quarterdeck is full of people watching.
Is Zach
Oh,
there?
I bet.
Zach
Can
is
we
there.
see Zach? Okay.
Yeah, you can see
Ooh.
Zach. Zach is
At
there.
least we know where he is.
And Zach is pale, and Zach is looking so fucking freaked out right now. All 3 of you can see him, and the officers are there, and the 2 hunters are there, and the 2 hunters are looking at Adrian, and they are quietly whispering to one another.
Can Liam plead with the captain?
Let me say this. No one can stop you from using your voice right now, except for Adrian, who is gagged. You can you can say whatever you want,
Go
but
for it.
Liam, you probably already know that this is a futile thing. The boatswain is standing behind Adrian, looking very happy. And the captain says, "We run a small crew on this particular trip,
Adrian's still shouting. It's just very muffled in the background the whole time.
but we run a tight crew. The rules have not changed simply because this is not an active duty mission. I don't know what has gotten into the 3 of you."
Sir, please, captain. I can explain. Please, sir, just a few words.
Liam Bardsley, you have attempted to steal food from the entire crew. you were to take food from your fellow sailors' mouths, what have you to say?
I drugged these two.
Oh, Jesus.
Zachary puts his hands on his face.
Adrian's just screaming.
I was on my way down to the hold last night, and I couldn't be found out. I drugged the doctor, and I drugged this Marine, sir.
Daniel
Please, sir.
grasps his heart and is breathing
Oh, Lord.
very erratically.
I didn't know that this Marine had a heart condition, sir. Please let the doctor go so that he can treat him. It was me, sir. Don't punish them for my misdoing, sir. I was very hungry, sir. I swear to you, I snuck into the doctor's office and I drugged them.
Jesus.
Hungry? You drugged the doctor, who was a floor above you.
I slipped it into his food before it went up to him.
Why?
Because he was suspicious of me. I thought he would get in my way, sir.
That's Adrian.
I'm sorry, he says. I don't know what the story is here.
At least don't punish them quite yet, sir. Wait until an investigation. If you find that they're guilty, punish them later this evening. But I drugged them, sir.
He's lying, smiles the boatswain. Everybody's seen these three. They all talk to each other. This little red-headed fellow just doesn't want his friends to be as badly whipped. Oh, what's the matter? You afraid your friend's gonna die?
Kill this fucker.
That's enough, says the captain. Mr. Bardsley, I'm afraid you are all just going to have to accept the consequences of your actions.
No! Can I? Oh wait, this unnoticed thing doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't work for this. This is just like
You've been noticed.
Yeah, I've been noticed. I know I've been noticed. I thought maybe I could use that persuasion.
Nah.
Can I roll any persuasion since I have that as a stat?
They're not in a position to listen to
it's
you.
way too late, I think.
Damn it!
Liam just went, no!
Liam is struggling, and the captain is showing no emotions. The lieutenants are showing no emotions, but the hunters are very sharp looking at Liam, and
Liam, would you just shout at them and tell them there's a demon's nest here?
Yeah.
the boatswain unfurls his whip and says,
Don't announce it.
I don't enjoy my job.
Yeah, Sorry. That was me yelling. That was not Daniel. Daniel's holding his heart and breathing very heavily and slowly, and it's getting slower.
Liam shouts at the boatswain and says, "You demon!"
The hunters look to the boatswain and look back to Liam. Boatswain laughs and goes, "No demons here, boys. Just human beings. And that's almost worse." And he draws back his whip, and he is about to throw a lashing onto Adrian when a light of blue flames just riddles out from Zachary.
Ah, shit.
And he steps forward, and there is a lot of popping going on around him, and his hands are shaking, and they've got flames around him, and everybody who was next to Zachary suddenly parts, and there's a huge circle as the boatswain stares at Zachary, whose hands are aflame in a blue light, and much the same as it had been when the White Witch had been casting her own spells, and the captain is aghast, and the two hunters immediately throw themselves forward and take out two swords.
Oh, shit.
A sword on each man, sorry, but they both have swords. So they draw their swords, and Zachary says, "There is a demon on this ship, and it's me," he says, and he throws some fire, and it almost hits Adrian, but of course misses, and the two hunters immediately tackle Zachary.
No.
And they tie him up, and they are trying to, quell his fire. There's fire that's, shooting out from between the two hunters as they're trying to push him down, and the other shipmates look and goes, "I knew Bardsley would never steal! Jesus Christ, we had a witch on this ship!" And there's a lot of talk, and the lieutenants step forward. You guys can hear them saying, "Well, that explains all the strange instances on this ship." And the captain is looking at the whole scene with a state of fright, and he goes, "It is clear to me now that there was madness on this ship. Bardsley, Doctor, and..." he wipes his brow, "and Pritchard may go back to the hold. They may go back to the brig. The hunters will work on them, and get them out of this witch's possession." And the hunters nod to the captain, but they drag Zachary away. And the officers take you three, and they push you back in the brig.